What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a blessed day, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about how you as a home buyer or you as a real estate investor needs to be careful in this crazy market that we're in today. The housing market is so hot that you have people actually paying over $1 million over the asking price. I am seeing insane negotiations being done, like 1 year free food at my restaurant. The desperateness people are getting into when it comes to buying real estate is crazy. Many are not realizing what they're getting into, and eventually they're gonna regret it. I've seen bad investments being made in this market, and I've seen bad home purchases being made in this market. Bad means overpaying substantially. That being said, remember, if you get any value in this video, please hit that free like button and let's get right into it. In this current real estate market, me and you can both agree that things are wild. Houses are having insane amounts of competition and they're selling within hours. Apartment complexes, before they even get listed on the market, they're already sold. And good commercial real estate is selling at 5-6 caps when before it was not even close to those numbers. And overall, if you have something that has the words real and estate in there, it's flying off the shelves. Can you and I agree with that? Okay, if we can, we're gonna continue. Now, this is a huge problem, and I'm gonna explain to you why. It's a huge problem for you who's on the buying side. Those who are selling their real estate are essentially just listing it and chilling. They list it, they get offers, they have multiple options, and they just pick and choose what they want. Those who are buying, on the other hand, are overextending themselves a ton. They're putting terms and they're putting offers that they really can't afford to even do in the first place. Now, if you guys follow my channel, you know that when I buy myself a personal house, a primary house that I want to live in, I do not look at it as an investment. Some may argue that, but that's just my perspective, my mentality, and how I do things. So I'm okay overpaying for a house that I'm gonna live in. But what I'm not okay with overpaying with is an investment. That's important for you guys to understand as I continue this video. A primary house that I'm gonna live in, I don't mind overpaying. An investment property that I'm buying, I do care about overpaying. So if you're somebody who's looking to purchase a personal home, you need to understand this. The market is hot, the competition is fierce, and right now is really not the best time to buy your personal home. That being said though, I purchased my home December of 2020, so I bought it in this hot market. But there are steps and ways and decisions that you have to make when buying in a market this crazy. You gotta make the right move. That decision needs to be smart and well thought through, not just done off of being desperate. I know people who really want to buy a house, but they don't have the cash for it, yet they still want to do it. What happens if the home doesn't actually appraise when you just put an appraisal waiver? I know people who put an appraisal waiver. The house that they're trying to buy is for $400,000. It appraises at $350,000, and they go borrow the difference of $50,000 just to live in the home. They're borrowing that. They're borrowing the home loan. They're borrowing everything only to realize they can't afford it, yet they're still doing it. I'm seeing buyers waiving inspections where they know the AC system, the HVAC system has to be replaced. It's $4,000 to $6,000. They don't dare to tell the seller to do it. And then they're taking the initiative to repair that HVAC system when they buy the house when they know they can't afford it. And I'm also seeing buyers overextending on their loan amounts, their terms, their down payment, all the specifics where you really shouldn't be making those mistakes. But being desperate, guys, puts you in bad positions and bad decision making. Now you might be like, why are they desperate? Why are these home buyers desperate? Because they're scared. They think the market's going to keep going up. They're watching all the news. They're seeing how house prices keep going up. So they're getting so desperate, wanting to purchase something when they can't afford it because they're worried they miss out. That's not the right way to go about it. So even though I don't mind overpaying for a house that I'm going to live in, even though I bought in a very hot market, I'm still preaching to you that you need to take the right steps before making that decision or that purchase. Your finances are everything. The minute you can't afford to make a purchase or a decision, why would you even do it or start with it in the first place? We have CNN Business sharing that people are paying $1 million over asking price to win a home. Now, those who can afford to pay that much, they're probably well off, but the point of that is this is how hot the market is. This is the type of competition you and I are dealing with. There's also people who are doing unique and very sketchy stuff like paying the bidder who's competing against them a couple $1,000s to walk away from bidding on the home. From a personal experience, which is a crazy story, I heard that someone went knocking on a seller's door and told him that if you terminate the contract you are already in, I'll pay you $20,000 more to go under contract with me. Imagine that. If that's not desperate, I don't know what is. Now there's a difference being desperate and able to afford it and being desperate and not being able to afford it. If you found the house of your dreams and you're desperate to win it and you can afford it, do what you gotta do, of course, within reason and being legal. But if you can't afford it and you're still doing desperate things, you're on the wrong boat. Now on the other side, investors. If you're an investor looking to buy real estate, whether it's commercial, whether it's residential, whether it's multifamily, you have to not be overpaying for these investments, because investments are called investments because they make you returns. I'm seeing people in this current market buying investments that are bad properties at a 6 cap or a 7 cap. Being a bad property means that you're already overpaying for it at a 6 cap or a 7 cap, and then you still have to invest money in it to make it a good property, which means your investment is now higher and then your return is now going to be lower. So being a 6 or 7 cap, it now becomes a 4 and 5 cap. Horrible returns. Now if it's a Starbucks with a 30-year lease or a Chipotle with a 20-year lease, that's different. But ultimately, I'm seeing this done on purchases for commercial and residential real estate with mom and pops in it. Mom and pops meaning nobody national, regional, or big name. I sold a property a couple weeks ago, and off the top, this was a property that was an investment, but it wasn't the best investment out there. There's better investments. Yet you have buyers, investors who are willing to pay the premium. So as sellers in this market, we want to take advantage. We want to list these properties and we want to make a big sale. So when this property sold, a couple days later, I got a call from the property management who took over that property. And he was asking me questions about the property and things that he needed. And I just couldn't handle it. I was like, hey, I got a quick question for you. What were these buyers thinking when they made this purchase? Because personally for me, it's a horrible investment. He instantly started laughing. He was like, Karam, I wish I can tell you I think the same exact thing, but my job is just to manage. And he continues saying that these buyers are buying these properties because they believe there's no other opportunity and prices are going to keep going up, so they just want to secure something. So at the end of the day, they're okay with a horrible investment. Really? I don't care if I have a couple $100,000 parked in my bank account. I would never invest it in a bad investment, or an investment that's going to be a money pit, or an investment that's going to cause me gray hairs or headaches or not be able to sleep at night. And at the same time, opportunity is everywhere. So when I hear opportunity is not there, that's just a lie, or you're just not working hard enough, or you just don't got the right team with you. So if you got anything from this video, it's do not be desperate, because being desperate makes you make wrong decisions and wrong purchases, especially in this market. So many people are seeing house prices going up. They're seeing their friends moving out. They're seeing the news saying that prices will continue to go up. They're seeing inflation is happening. They're seeing people progressing and getting rich, and they're wondering why not me? So they're wanting to buy the house. They're wanting to buy the investment. And even though they believe it's overpriced, it's not the right time, it's not the right time for us financially, they're still making the move, being peer pressured from the world. The last thing you want to do as a family is buy a house you can't afford, then get stressed out trying to pay a mortgage, then get stressed out trying to pay back debt, then get stressed out because you have collections companies calling you and you can't get sleep at night, which is going to cause family problems, heartaches, it's going to cause headaches. It's not the right thing or the right move to make. Being financially responsible is everything. Making the right financial moves is everything. So to wrap it up, here is my advice. Please do not make a move out of desperation. I don't care if the market keeps going up. I don't care if you have money sitting in the bank that's not doing anything. I don't care if you feel like everybody's getting rich except you. I don't care if you feel like all your friends are moving out and you're the only one not moving out. And I don't care if social media is pressuring you or telling you that things are going to keep going up. I would rather pay a pricier bill when I can afford it than pay a pricey bill when I can't afford it. Be smart, be calculated, and be wise with every single decision that you make, especially these big decisions. Also, never forget, you have me. Any questions, thoughts, concerns, opinions, ideas, comment it below, message me. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna give you my feedback. I'll take the time and type it all up, I promise. So if you have any questions, comment it below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and most importantly, subscribe. I upload every single week. And thank you all so much for your time, for watching this video, and I'll see you all later. I'm out.